Hello everyone. Hope you will enjoy this session for the rapid revision for commercial tax inspector examination, which we have 1 month left. So we have analyzed the previous paper. So for this exam, so if you have interested, kindly watch this and continue to watch, and kindly share with your friends who needs free coaching. So this initiative will be continuing, and kindly you can also live join us in the discussion. So yeah, without wasting much of the time, see, the first question is second backward class was the BP Mandal Commission was appointed and submitted its report in 1979 to 1980. So then comes the question, which was the first backward class commission. So of course, in the year 1955, which was headed by Kaka Kalekar, was the first backward commission report. Backward class commission uh, uh, was a report given by Kaka Kalekar. And in Karnataka, the first such backward class commission was set up after independence by then Chief Minister Devraj Aras in the year 1970s. So that have briefly described here. So Karnataka's first backward class commission, which was headed by Havnur. So the famous Havnur report is very popular in terms of categorizing backward classes. Of course, in the year 1919, which was nothing but Leslie Miller was headed, and famously it was called as Miller Committee. And Krishnadevaraya Wadayar IV was the ruler of Mysore, so who appointed Miller Committee for the more reservation for the backward class in the government services. So of course, so these are very important aspects when it comes to central government in the year 1979 to 80. So the Janata government, actually by headed by Prime Minister Morarji Desai, appointed a BP Mandal Commission. So actually the he thought of giving reservation for the other backward class. So actually this report was implemented in the year 1990 by VP Singh government, but the same implemented was challenged by the general category community, and it went to the Supreme Court. And in the famous judgment, what we call today we refer Indra Sahani case, in the year 1992, of a nine bench constitutional hearing, gave it was constitutionally upheld. So that's the concept behind this backward classes. Until now, we have the 10% reservation for EWS, which is also the reservation concept, so is very important for the examination. So we can see the later part of this concept. The concept of sustainable development formed the basis of. So concept of sustainable development was formed in the year United Nations Conference on Environment and Development in the year 1992, so also called as a Rio conference. There are different convention with respect to environment, which are very important for the examination perspective. So I have listed down some of these conventions, like their year is also very important: Nagoya Protocol, Nairobi, and the Cartagena, then Ramsar Convention. So Ramsar Convention for the wetland protection, and Cartagena for the modified organism. So Nairobi Convention, Nagoya Protocol for benefit sharing. Then of course the ozone depletion, some of the protocols. So Montreal, Vienna, Basel Convention, very important, transboundary movement of hazardous substances. So these are some of the conventions which were ratified even by India for the larger goals, for the larger interest of the world. So then Stockholm Convention, cites a very important convention on international trade in endangered species. So their year is very important. So then again, third question, not that much important. Just remember, CWC was set up in the year 2nd March 1957. And of course, the fourth question being the monsoon season, so which start from June to September, is also nothing, is also called as southwest monsoon. June to September, the month, and what we called as northeast monsoon is called as retreating monsoon. This is a basic concept, nothing concept is involved. Just we'll move to the fifth question. Kalsa Banduri water dispute. Of course, this question was been in news because this river which was constructed, the Mahadai river is a river. Across this river, Kalsa Banduri project is constructed. Is been in news because of the water sharing dispute between this Karnataka and Goa. So again, there are some of the water, the interlinking water, or the hydroelectric projects, or the dams constructed. Like recently, as in our current affairs also, we have mentioned the Yargol Dam, which was inaugurated by the Chief Minister of Karnataka in Kolar district. So, and some of the other, like Mekedatu project. So, and also this Ettinhole project is also very important, which is constructed across Netravati River. So these are some of the water linking projects, as I have mentioned, and which is been in news. So then again, the geography part is a major component in the KPSC and CTI exam. Nugu project, which is located in HD Kote, taluk of Mysore district, and is constructed across Kaveri, the tributary of Kaveri, that is called as Kabini River. So very important. Then they have asked which year Karnataka State Tourism Development Corporation was established. In the year 1971. So that's a factual question. Just remember it as a knowledge question. So then comes the eighth question, the national longest national highway of Karnataka. As of now, they have renamed the earlier it was NH13, now it is 169 from north to south, which is the longest national highway is called as NH44, and east to west is called as NH27, which run from the Gujarat to Arunachal, Assam. So these are very important uh, questions and facts questions. Ninth question being not that much important, so we can skip it. Then what is heliophytes? Here the name itself suggests helium in sun. These plants which perform best under sunlight. Second option is the answer. And ceophytes are perform best under lower sunlight intensities. These are also called as indoor plants, what we call it as. We can see these some of the plants which will be kept in the home. These called as indoor plant or ceophytes. So troposphere extend approximately to a distance of yeah, of course, the first layer of the atmosphere being troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and exosphere. In that, ionosphere comes. So here he has asked troposphere distance. Remember, these are very important geographical basic concepts which we have already given in our notes. So 8 to 12 kilometer. So that's very important. Then again, with respect to geography, atmospheric pressure in the troposphere. So here, atmospheric pressure decreases with increase in altitude. So very basic, because as we go high, the layers of atmosphere will decreases. In invariably pressure will also decreases. So don't confuse with the temperature, because we come across with the normal lapse rate. So per every kilometer in the troposphere, 6.5 degrees centigrade temperature will fall down. That's why in higher areas like Nandi Hills, these areas we can see lower temperature. I mean, you can feel a very cold. So that's the concept. So ozone layer, yeah, of course, this question being wrong, try to attempt these type of questions because they consider for grace marks. So should not leave this question being wrong. So ozone layer is situated in, of course, first comes the troposphere, second comes the stratosphere. Stratosphere will have a ozone layer which protects the atmospheric layer. And which one of these are most important west flowing river? See, you can easily eliminate these, like Krishna river, which is the east flowing river. So remember, this is very important to remember the west flowing rivers. So So then the next question comes, the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment. So of course this brought panchayat raj institutions. uh, of course, if the population of that particular state having more than 20 lakh, then three tier is can be adopted. So less than that will have two tier structure. So of course, as a subject of local government, it is not a concurrent list, it's a subject to state subject. So it's a very important part. So these things, as a conceptual basis, new subjects have been given to local government for making laws and policies. Will not happen, because law should have uniformity. With little bit diversity will not be considered. So then again, the next question is very important. 91st Constitutional Amendment Act 2003. So this has given 15% reservation both at center and state, for having ministry size, like size of central ministry including PM shall not exceed 15% of the size of the Lok Sabha. So both on central and state, this amendment is very important. And also some of the amendments I have mentioned here. You can see in the coming slide. So see, these are very important recent amendments. We will start from recent one. 106 amendment article 290. See, 330A, which was given one third reservation of Lok Sabha seats to the women's. So very important for the state legislature. 332 A for Delhi Legislative Assembly will be for 239 AA for a period of 15 years. So this is very important. Even president has given an assent to it. Now it is implemented. So again, 105 very important, because again the center has restored the state power for identifying backward classes. So very important. Article 338, 338B, 342A, and 366. Very important. And then 104, again Article 334 with respect to reservation extending for SC/STs in Lok Sabha and state assemblies, and has removed the reservation for Anglo Indians in Lok Sabha and state assemblies. Very important. Then of course 103 with respect to EWS. So it has also amended Article 15 and 16. So it's very important. Then 102 NCBC that have given constitutional status. 101 again GST they have introduced. So remember this article 246A, 269A, 279A, and 100 is amendment of the first schedule to the constitution, where we have exchanged some of the enclaves with the Bangladesh. So these are recent amendments which already which is already circulated in our group, Foresight KAS group in Telegram. So then the next very important question: electoral system followed in elections in India. So you should know the president election is proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. So unless he or she gets the 50%, the counting will happen. So like that's a different case. So remember the concept is proportional representation by means of single transferable vote, and direct election based on adult franchise for MP and MLA election. 1 and 2 are correct. List system and cumulative system does not exist in India, so that's ruled out. So Election Commission of India, ECI, their roles they have mentioned. Of course, all urban and rural government election will not conduct by ECI, but State Election Commission. So if you eliminate, you can easily arrive the answer. So nothing concept is there. This is question being very important. A State Finance Commission, of course, after this 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, the state, many of the states set up the Finance Commission. And so, of course, for the first time in Karnataka, it was in 1996, headed by Dr. G. Timmaya. And the later, the recently also given in Foresight Current Affairs, C. Narayan Swamy was the recent fifth Finance Commission chairman. And before this, Chinnaswamy was the chairman of the Finance Commission. Their main function is, they come with the formula for a distribution of state government revenue or taxes to the local bodies and the other aids to the local bodies and urban bodies. So very important. NHRC, of course, this is being in news for quite many a times. Uh, Here, the term of chairman, this term of chairman, they have made it into 3 years. This was also asked in CAPF question, and up to 70 years, whichever is earlier. So that is the duration. Chairman and members are appointed by the president on his discretionary. No, it's not the discretionary of the president. Actually, the committee will be there, and the prime minister will be the head of that committee. Deputy chairman, Rajya Sabha, will be the member. Speaker Lok Sabha, home minister, and leader of opposition, or these are the members who elect the NHRC chairman. And the current chairman of NHRC is Arun Kumar Mishra, and the Justice L Narayan Swamy was the ex CJH, Chief Justice of High Court of Himachal Pradesh, was recently appointed to Karnataka SHRC. These are very important concept for the examination for KAS or PSI, FDA, any state level examinations. So remember these things. So now, government of India borrows ways and means advances from. So WMA is nothing but when a government, either state or central, when it has to meet a temporary mismatch in a cash flow, it will go to the RBI and it will take a loan. So it will be, the RBI will charge the same as it will charge us to the bank, which is nothing but repo rate. So very important concept. So, which of the following item is not included in current India's BOP? So, balance of payment, which includes, of course, we records the transaction of imports and export of goods and services in BOP. It also includes transfer payments like aids and donations, which comes under transfer payments. So, very important concept of BOP is, it has two component. One is current account, and other is capital account. So capital account is recorded between two entity like India and USA, between two countries, be it private and be or public. So it has a nature of huge infrastructure or huge capital. Some of the aspect it covers is borrowings and lending, investment, and forex reserve. And current account is the exports and imports will have these uh, aspects. Yeah, these are the important aspects of BOP. So then again, as we have discussed, the constitutional amendments made provision for GST was 122nd constitutional amendment bill in the year 2014, but as act it is 101 constitutional amendment act, and which was implemented in the year 2017 1st July, also celebrated as a GST day. So these are article, as I told us, very important: 246A, 269A, 279A. So these are very important. Then the rate at which bank lend to the RBI. Of course, when bank has excess of money, they'll keep it with RBI. So RBI gives called as interest to these banks is called as reverse repo rates. Very important. This thing call money rate. Of course, when at the time of emergency, when you are borrowing, when a bank borrowing from other bank, so what we call it as call money rate. These are very important repo rate, as I have told. So priority sector advances. See, of course, the 40% of the each bank, domestic bank, has to be kept for the priority sector. So you should know what are the priority sectors like agriculture, so MSME. So this list is very important. They may ask in the exam, what are NIMS? So full form, National Investment and Manufacturing Zone. So just remember the full form is very important. So again, this was taken from economic survey of Karnataka and also been repeated in many of the exams. So I4 is information technology enabled services, innovation, incentive policies. So these four uh, eyes. So this is being very important. So then the question, smart city mission, of course, and what is the criteria potential for smart cities are identified under smart cities mission. So vehicle weightage to urban population of state and number of statutory towns in a state. Basic understanding will make you to clear this question. So of course, again the economic question, 14 finance commission, the chairman was YV Reddy, and the current 15th Finance Commission was headed by NK Singh. So, as per 14th Finance Commission, he has suggested the central divisible pool. What are the revenues that is getting from the central has to be given at least 42%, but now it is 41%. So this is being the major recommendation. So remember, last question, uh, the process of economic integration start with the countries. So remember, the economic union will be the last stage of market, where even the currency, even the market, even the laws will be common. Like European Union, they have euro as a common currency. European Parliament as a common administrative body, they have laws uh, will be binding for these member countries. So before that, common market will be there, where the exchange of goods will happen. A free trade area is a initial trade agreement between any two countries, like a free trade FTA. So as per of WTO, as this kind of some of the uh, tax benefits will be there, or tax concession will be given in this relationship. So Niti Ayog, this would be a last question, as which of the following would be Niti Ayog? Of course, there is nothing, the complicated to miss this question. It is a commission like one size fit for all. Of course, it's an institute of think tank, has helped government in social and economic issues. So these questions might be of very easy nature. People who prepare for FDA, SD, and all, looking at this question will feel tough. Do not do that one. You read the question and try to arrive at a right answer. So thank you for watching. We'll be continuing these sessions till the exam comes. Kindly live classes you can join, and it will be free of cost, and also you can subscribe to our test series of at a minimum rate, but even less than, even it's cost around 10% of what is uh, sold in the corporate coaching institutions. So I believe this helps you in a better way. And thanks for watching this video, and kindly support us, and kindly subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.